Hi guys, how are you? So for those of you who know me, you know that I love my TV shows, my movies, and like most people, I've been watching a lot of Netflix shows recently. One of them being Castle Rock. I want to talk to you guys about this. So Castle Rock is basically this fictional town in the universe of Stephen King. And we are following the character of Henry Deaver, who is called upon Castle Rock to represent this lost prisoner in Shawshank. Throwback to the Shawshank Redemption. There is basically no record of this prisoner ever being there. And this entire show is basically about the background of this specific prisoner, how it kind of relates to all the other characters in the town, and more importantly, how it relates to the character of Henry Deaver. I don't want to give away too much because I don't want to get into spoiler, and this is going to be a spoiler-free review. First and foremost, I am not the biggest fan of slow burn shows, but this show is definitely a slow burn. And somehow it actually works for this show. Let's get the positives out of the way, shall we? First and foremost, environment. The universe of Castle Rock. It's built beautifully. Like, this is a very well lived in city. And it's a really broken city. And you get the feeling of it. You get the feeling that there is something really wrong with the town. Everyone has some sort of secret that they are kind of dealing with. So the characters in the show, they are very well built and they're quite relatable. Everyone is flawed. Just like regular human beings, everyone has their positives and their negatives. And all the characters, they, just like every human being, they have their own secrets. And throughout the entire show, we're kind of like taken along the journey to understand their motives, where they're coming from. The suspense of the show is very well built, and you get invested in it. You get invested in the characters, and you really want to know what's gonna happen next. Which brings me to my negatives. I mean, the show has a very strong start. I mean, the first episode, it's a really good episode, and you're instantly hooked. However, it does get a bit slow in the very middle. My personal favorite is episode 8, where you start getting a lot of answers to the questions that has been mentioned before. Well, this one character named Molly in the show, I'll be honest with you, I hated the character at the very beginning. Not because she was not well acted, it's just I didn't like her motivation. But throughout the season, I became a huge fan. Another really big negative, which I have with the first season, is the ending. I mean, the suspense has been building throughout the entire season, but there's not much payback at the very end. As a matter of fact, the explanation that has been given at the very end of the season, I can see it offending a lot of fans. So Castle Rock Season 1, should you watch it? Absolutely. Even though the ending falls short, the journey is worth having. Let me know how you guys think. Thanks for watching. Take care.